This week on No Worries, Your FAQs Answered, Mr. Tony Hardbutt, who styles himself here as, quote, the Prime Minister of 783 million Australians who voted for me, writes, Dear FAQ, is there a section in the Constitution of Australia that says I can burn redheads at the stake for witchcraft? Well, thanks for your question, Mr. Hardbutt. Now remember last week you asked if it was okay to bite an opponent's face off. Well, you'll recall we said it's up to you, but we'd strongly advise that you floss your teeth before you front the TV news for that night. Well, talk about deja vu. Once again, media-friendly is the big tip. Burning the PM alive. Well, you'll pull way more heads if you chuck in a sausage sizzle. But remember, no booze. You can't go past an all-ages show. No worries. A Mr. Kyle Sanderlands, I think it says here, the spelling's not the best, wants to know if we have any ideas he can pitch to the network to stay at the top of his game. Well, Kylie, we chopped out a few lines of Soldier's Joy here at No Worries and brainstormed up these little pearlers. At 7:30, So You Think You Can Drink, followed by at the special time of 9:30, So You Think You Can Fight. And for the more discerning, mature, up-late advertising demographic, how's about, yeah, you guessed it, So You Think You Can Root? See you in the toilets at the Logies, mate. No worries. A Mr. Ray Hadley, the high blood pressure king of Sydney talkback radio fans with his tight armband take on things, writes, Dear FAQ, why hasn't the death penalty been brung back in this once great country of ours? Well, Ray, we had a few drinks and we went for a drive, and we'll lay it out for you in words we reckon even you can savvy, mate. We talked to a fat bloke in a casino car park at midnight, and it seems governments of the Labor persuasion are a little reluctant to go there. Now, the word around the warehouse insurance fire Sydney side is that the move could kick off the mother of all punchathons over naming rights and broadcast rights for public execution. I mean, the Optus beheadings or Vodafone firing squad sounds fine and dandy. Until Telstra hears about it. And then there's the banks. You can imagine the Force 10 tantrum from NAB and Westpac if we went ahead with the ANZ Lethal Injection series. And let's not even talk about the aggro you're going to get from Rupert and News Limited if we give the broadcaster free-to-air and bypass the magic of Foxtel. Speaking of the House of Murdoch, here's one from Rupert himself. Dear FAQ, why can't I buy the internet? Well, Rupert, no one can actually buy the dub outright, but there is a way you can grab yourself a controlling interest. All you've got to do is go to your usual cluster of investment bankers. Tell them you need a substantial but not even remotely risky cash loan to buy out every porno outfit in the world. It's that simple. You now own 70% of Who's Up Who Google site, and you're calling the shots. You with me? No worries. And we've had a tsunami of cries for help from New South Wales Labor ministers and backbenchers. They're asking where they can get a new job around March next year. Well, team, don't despair. You've all had heaps of experience at standing behind the PM or Premier de jour on the TV news, nodding your heads. Besides that, you know how to put your hand up as instructed. With a skill set like this, instant new careers as dummy bidders at Sydney property auctions. Because you'd need to turn a blind eye to a thing or two, but the mail is you're pretty experienced at that too. No worries. That's it for this week's FAQs on No Worries. Got a cue? Get the A right here. Need help? Well, if you're watching this, you know the answer to that one. See ya.